Thank you for joining me today. My name is Ali Zakir. I'm a techno-functional consultant with AblyPro, and this is the 10th video in a series of videos where we've been talking about field service. Today's topic is we're going to be talking about specifically the mobile application, and this is a specific application just designed for field service and field service operations. So it's a dedicated application for only that. Salesforce also has another general purpose application that you can use with service as well as with Sales Cloud. But once again, this application is specifically for field service operations. So first, we're going to touch upon the permission sets that are required, and we'll show you that in the demo log. Then we'll talk about the mobile application itself and look at some of the key features that it has. And these are the out-of-the-box features that it has. And then also we'll talk about service reports and how that works in conjunction with the mobile application and how we can set those up also. Um, so one of the important points concerning the mobile app is that the way it's been designed is being designed to work offline. So, if you don't have an internet connection, you'll be able to still get to your information because the information and the data is cached. And you can set up the parameters in terms of how much data, how often it'll check the back end and update the information also. But, if you don't have an internet connection, you will have access to your data and the information that you need so the technicians can do what they need to do for that particular service appointment. So what I'd like to do first, we're going to look at the permission sets and make sure that we have them, the field technician has them. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to setup, and then we're going to go to users, and then we're going to select the user that we want to give the permission sets to. So under users, we're going to go to permission sets, assignment, and we're going to click on edit. So the licenses and permission sets that are required for a field technician to be able to access the mobile application and then use it is we need these three here. So the field service mobile license, field service resource license, and the field service resource permissions. So those are the three that are required. So once again, under the users, permission sets, and you want to assign those permission sets and licenses accordingly. So now what we can do is we jump back to the demo and let me pull up the application. So what we need to do is go to the Apple Store or the App Store, or to go to the Google Play Store. And there you can download the field service application. So it's this one right here that says field service. We'll click on that. So this is the view that you'll have when you come in. So you'll list out your service appointments that you have for today or whatever day you've selected. So we'll actually start from the top here, top right-hand corner. That'll give you a calendar view. So it'll give you the day of the week. So we have the 14th, Wednesday, 14th. And if you notice above the 14th, there's a dot. So what that's telling us, we actually have service appointments scheduled for that day. And if you notice also on Thursday, we have service appointment scheduled. So on Thursday, we only have one scheduled right now. And if you go to Wednesday, the 14th, we have 4 service appointments. And if you look here, we can just scroll and we can see those listed here. So if we just select on this first one here, 0028, we can get some further information. So first of all, we come to the overview. So we have the times for the service appointment. We have the contact, if there was the contact information, if there were any assets associated with this, and if you wanted to create a service report, and that would be here. And if you go to the next tab over, we'll see the details. So the associated work order number, service territory, the work type, who owns this, the status on it, the priority, and if there was a parent work order, and the account, and any other um, pertinent information that we would have for this particular service appointment. If we go to the next tab over, we have related. So if there was any work order line items, the service appointment is the one that we're looking at right now. Any skills that are required, it'll have it listed here. So residential router, you can click on that, and it'll give you some more information concerning that, whatever skills are required. And oh, let me come back here. Resources preferred, it would list out the preferred resources to perform the work, and if there were, and then the next one is child work orders, and if there's any there. Next is feed, so any communications with your dispatches or your backend, you would have them here. So, and once again, these are the default. This is the default settings. Nothing has been customized here. Uh, the application can be, it's highly customizable to your needs. So once again, these are just out of the box, the interface and the look and the feel. So if you look at this one here, the next one down, 0024 service appointment, and if you click on these 3 arrows, you can get driving directions here. So even we can open up Google Maps, you can open up Apple Maps, or you can just copy it to the clipboard. So if you were to click on open Apple Maps, it'll open that up. And then from here, you can get your driving directions and then go to your location. So just close that, come back to the app. Now let's click on this service appointment here. So once again, we're on the overview page and we have the information that we have. So let's say we had just serviced the service appointment and we completed it. What you can do is you can create a service report. So if you come to the service report, we can create a service report here at the bottom. So you click on service report. Now the service report we'll get into a little bit later on, but you can customize this report with whatever information that you need, fields and things of that nature. So typically, you would generate the service report at the end of the service, and you'd have the whoever is with there, you'd have them sign off on it. So at the bottom you have get signature, get default signature, and then here you can basically sign off, and then the person can put their name in there, and then we can save it, and then at the bottom here we just want to generate the service report. So what we've done is we've effectively generated a PDF. So now in your workflow, you can set up options where now this gets emailed out to the customer so that they have a copy of it. And if you notice here, you can see it generated a PDF. We can click on that and we can see the PDF here. So once again, you can customize this PDF according to your needs with whatever information you need on here. And we'll look a little bit at that a little bit later on. So that's the first page under the schedule. The next tab at the bottom, we have inventory. So we have all products that we've requested. And here we can see, if you click on that, we can see what it is. We can go to details and you can see, for example, here, product is an endpoint fiber. We can see when it's due, quantity, where it's coming from, the destination. So for example, if it's coming from a warehouse to a van, and the location of it. And then you have related also for the product request. So if you go to my product request, in this scenario, we only have one. So we'll essentially see the same information here. We go to details, you'll see the same information. So once again, this is if you need a product and you're requesting that product. So that would be under inventory. Uh, the next item that we have at the bottom is notifications. So any notifications that you would have, they would show up here from your back office and things. And then the next item we have at the bottom is this profile. So if you have any resource absences, you can click on that. You can say it's a break, or you can say you're not available. So like, for example, you can say it's a break, and you can put in the times, exactly why you're taking a break, and then you can set the dates and the times and everything else like that also. So let's go back to schedule and go back and let's select the service appointment 0025 and see what else we have here. So once again, we have the contact information here, we have the asset information. And if this one actually has already been serviced, and we've already created a service report for this one here. And I think we've touched upon everything here. Okay, so the other thing that I want to show you is here at the bottom you have actions. So these are global actions. So you can create a new event, create a new task, create a new contact, new opportunity, new case, and a new lead. Once again, you can customize this to your requirements. So for example, here you can do a new task and you can enter whatever that may be. You need to make a call, email, set a due date, a name, and what it's related to. And you can set a status. So come down here again. You can create a new opportunity also. You can relate it to an account. You can set certain things like the stage, prospecting, qualification, needs analysis. Or you can create a new lead and you can create a new case also. So once again, this is the out of the box interface for the mobile application. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the org and have a look at service reports and how that can be set up. So I'm going to come over here and go to setup. I'll go to service report templates. So right here we've got two templates. We have the standard template that out of the box, and then we have test, which is what I created. So what we do is click on edit on test. If you're setting it up from new, then obviously you would click on new. So this is where, just like a page layout, you can basically define and add any fields that are required for your needs. You can do also is you can add a logo so it comes up in the letterhead, and that would be a text image field. And you can just click on that, and then you can just add the logo that you would want to have. So once again, there's quite a few fields that you can do here. You can have the arrival windows. There's a bunch of fields here. I won't get into all of them because there's quite a few of them. But by default, you do have like the account information, the address of it, the appointment number, the phone number of the account. You have appointment information, the subject, and the description. You have the work order details here, the assets that was worked upon, and then also you have the work order line items, also in terms of what exactly was worked upon, the status on it and things, and then it also includes the pricing that you would have. um, parts and materials, and then down here you would have the customer signature. So these are default out of the box. The only thing that I had done was I just added this logo here. So after you've actually created a new um, service report, you do have to activate it. So currently both of these are activated. So now what we can do is we can associate a service template specifically to a particular type of work type. We've talked about work types previously. So let's say you have two totally different work types that you have. So depending upon the work type, you can create a service report specifically for that work type. So what we'll do is we'll come over here and we'll pick this one here, install router N195. As you can see here, for this particular work type, install router N195, we have a service report template and we have it set to test, which is the one that we just looked at. So once again, if you wanted to, you come to work type here. Let's pick one of the, let's pick a lay fiber. So groundwork lay fiber, right now it doesn't have a service report template. If we wanted to define one on here, we just come in here, and then let's see what's called standard template. What is it showing for us? Try it again. Maybe that's good. I don't know why this is not working. My computer's acting weird. Let's go test again. You can just click on save. So once again, depending upon the work type that you have defined, you can create, multiple templates depending upon the work type. So that's what you do there. Next, what we want to do is we want to look at the page layouts and make sure that the page layouts have the service report templates on your fields on the layouts. So we'll go back to setup, object manager, and first we look at service reports, third-party service appointments, page layouts, and the FSL service appointment layout. And I've already checked and I've already added, well, they're added by default, but it's good to check. Create a service report. So this will show up on the layout. So if you look at the here, create a service report, and that is under the mobile and lightning action. The button is there. So what you want to do is just make sure that you have this on your service appointment as well as your work order also. If you're using work order line items, you'd want to check and make sure that's on there also. So create service report. So now what we can do is actually go to the field service or to the Gantt chart and look at some service appointments and see if we can see the reports. So Go to field service, service appointments. If we don't remember, let me just check the app. So if we go to service appointment 0027, we'll go to related list. Oh, and we don't see it here. So if we look at 0025, the service appointment, click on related list. And if you look here, we have the service report listed here, and there's one service report. So if you click on that, you can see the service report that was generated. The logo is a bit too large. It needs formatting on the template. And if you come at the bottom here, you can see the signature and the initial when it was signed off by the customer. You can also see this under files. So if you click on file, and then here in the files, you'll see the same service report. So that's pretty much it. So, we talked about the mobile application. It's a offline first, the way it's been designed. If the service technician does not have an internet connection, they can still use the application. They can still get to the data that they need to be able to service that service appointment. Now, the important thing is as soon as they get internet connection again, when they're back online, what will happen is there'll be an automatic sync. So the work that was performed offline would be online again, and then everything would be synced up to the back end within Salesforce. So that's how it's designed. And that's pretty much it. Once again, the application is highly customizable. You can design it with a workflow that works for your particular workflow, as you might say. Any questions that you might have, please do let us know. We'll get back to you and try to help you out as best as we can. Here's our contact information, our address, phone, email, and how you can find us on social media. Once again, thanks for joining us. Hopefully, you've been able to gain some insight into what field service has to offer and how it can help you in your business. So once again, thank you for joining us or joining me, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.